Hi everyone, good to see you all again. Welcome to my session on Movable Rangoli. What is Rangoli? Rangoli is an art form originating in the Indian subcontinent in which patterns are created on the floor or the ground using materials such as colored rice, colored sand, flower petals and colored flour. It is usually made during Diwali, Onam, Pongal and other Hindu festivals in the Indian subcontinent. Designs are passed from one generation to the next, keeping both the art form and the tradition alive. The purpose of Rangoli is to feel strength, generosity, and it is thought to bring good luck. Over time, imagination and innovative ideas of Rangoli have improved by many creative minds. One such creative idea is the movable Rangoli. Now let's watch a demonstration to understand how to create a movable Rangoli and decorate your house for this festive season. Now let's see what all art supplies we need for this movable Rangoli activity. You can use any of these Faber-Castell paints. I have taken now here premium poster colors, or you can even use student poster colors for this activity. They come in 15 different shades here in this box. Same way, you can also use acrylic colors. They come in 12 different shades in this box, and they also have 24 shades of acrylic colors. They can also be used. Same way, you can use designer stencils. They come in an assorted pack of 5 different stencils in a pack. You can either use white glue, clear glue or dual tip glue. Flat and round brushes with grip handle from Faber-Castell. We also need other materials for this activity. You can choose any design. You can go on Google and you can choose a design like this for the movable Rangoli. I have here some mango shaped designs, heart design, a star kind of a pattern, and then a lamp design here. Same way, we will need some sand, disposable cups, a cup of water for our painting, a palette, glitter glue or 3D outliner in gold color, spoon, scissors, cardboard saw, a piece of packing carton or any cereal box, sandpaper and some shiny mirror sequences. Now let's learn how to do our movable Rangoli. As a first step, we are going to get ready with our colored sand. For that, I have taken some student poster colors. You can even use premium poster colors from Faber-Castell, or you can even use acrylic paints from Faber-Castell. There are many shades available in the market, so you can choose your preferred shade and you can use it to make your colored sand. I have taken now 3 cups here, disposable cups, to mix the sand. You're just going to add some sand here to these cups. And to this mixture, we will add some water. Do not add too much of water, just a little water to make the sand a little damp. To the same mixture, we will add the preferred color. Right now, I'm going to make red and I'm going to use yellow from this color, and then I'm also going to make some green. So I'm just going to do these 3 colors now. For that, we're just going to start with the acrylic color. I've taken now premium acrylic color. I'm just going to add a little acrylic color to this. Same way, we can add green. If you're taking a fresh bottle and using, the medium on top will be settled. So please ensure to use a brush backside to stir the color like that, so that the medium binds with the powder pigments, and then you can use that to mix it to your color. So this is going to be green. So after taking the colors in our disposable cup, here I have taken red, green and yellow. I have taken these 2 from the poster colors, and this is from the acrylic colors from Faber-Castell. So we're just going to mix all these with our sand mixture. I'm going to start with the lightest color. We've already added a little water to our sand mixture. You're just going to mix this color with the sand nice and thoroughly. If you want to have a little more deeper color, you can add some more color and you can make the sand even more brighter. So like this, we can mix the color for all the 3 colors and we will get it ready. So if you notice, I have mixed those 3 colors. I have taken red, green and yellow, and I have added little water with some sand, and we are mixing this mixture and we are going to leave it to set. Now whatever you have mixed and kept has to be left to dry, so you can either leave it under the shade sun or you can put it on a plastic sheet and you can leave it to dry like that. Once when it is dry, we will get a fine color powdered sand, and that can be used to create our movable rangoli. If you notice, our color sand is now ready. It's fully dry and it's now ready to begin with our rangoli process. The sand was left to dry under the sun. You can spread it on a plastic sheet and you will be able to get a fine sand which is colored like this so vibrantly using the premium poster colors or student poster colors or the acrylic colors from Faber-Castell like this. So once when your color sand is ready like this, we can begin with our designing process. As a next step, we are going to see the pattern for our movable rangoli design. There are many patterns online which you can easily Google search and take some designs like these. I have taken some designs which I have done with my free hand here. I have done some mango designs with a mirror image, same way a heart design, a kind of a star design here, and same way a Diwali lamp design. You can draw these with your free hand, or you can even use Faber-Castell assorted stencils pack which is available in the market with so many beautiful ornamental designs like this. Your designs don't have to be very intricate because it will be very difficult to fill up your design. So compose your designs little wide like this and keep them ready. There are wide ranges here for you, so you can choose beautiful ornamental designs and you can use it as a pattern on your movable rangoli design composition. Now that our design composition is ready, we can start cutting it. I would suggest you to photocopy the design on a drawing paper or on a regular photocopier paper, and then you can get started with the design. As a first step, we are going to cut the design. I'm just going to show a small area of my design. With the scissors, you can give a rough cut like how I'm doing. And we are going to stick this on a packing carton using Faber-Castell white glue. So this design is going to be detailedly cut. I'm not going to cut it very close because we need that spacing. So just going to give it a rough cut like how I'm doing. And we will get it ready to stick it on the cardboard. As a next step, after roughly cutting all your designs, you can start sticking these designs on a packing carton. I've taken a packing carton like this to stick the designs individually. You can decide the numbers based on the design that you have in mind. So as a first step, you're going to stick this design to this packing carton like this. To stick it, I'm going to use a dual tip Faber-Castell white glue. One side of this glue tip is got a nozzle like this, and the other side has a squeeze nozzle like this with a spreader. So you can use either of the sides to apply the glue. So we're just going to spread this glue, white glue, like that to the cardboard. It evenly spreads because it has got a spreader here, so your work will be really neat when you do the spreading. Once when the spreading is done like this with the dual tip nozzle, you can start sticking your template on the cardboard base like this. After you stick it, you can press it down firmly and leave it to dry for a while. In the same way, we will stick all the other designs that we need to make our movable Rangoli pattern and get it ready. As a next step, after sticking your template on the cardboard base, you can start cutting it. When you cut it, you can use a cardboard saw or you can even use a regular scissors to cut. I'm right now going to use my cardboard saw to first roughly cut and take the shape. So like this, let's cut the excess cardboard and get it ready. Once when you finish cutting the excess cardboards, you can use a scissor to finely cut it. This cardboard saw is very safe and it cuts only paper, so it's easy for kids to use. So once when we do a rough cutting like this, we can use a scissor to finely cut the details. So carefully, you can now cut along the outline, like how I'm doing, taking time. In detail, you can cut it and get it ready. In the same way, we will also cut all the other designs like the lamp, the star, the heart shape, the other mangoes, and get it ready for the sand work to start. If you notice, I've finished cutting all the paper cutouts, the designs for our movable Rangoli, and now if you notice, the edges are very raw. So what you need to do is use a sandpaper. You can get this kind of sandpaper in any hardware shop. You have to ask for 100 granule sandpaper. 100 granule sandpaper can be used to just make the uneven edges even, just like filing on all the edges. So when you do this, you have a smooth edge on all the sides. The same way, we will do it for all the cardboard cutouts and we'll get it ready. And at the same time, you can do many cardboard cutouts like these based on the design that you have in mind. As a next step, we can start working with the color sand that we made using the Faber-Castell poster colors and acrylic colors. A sand is all ready. You can make many colors and keep for this activity. There is no limit. So I've just got it ready in some disposable cups. We can start applying the glue. You can either use a dual tip nozzle glue type or you can use the glue with a brush. So I'm just going to use the tube side of the dual tip nozzle and I'm just going to spread it with my brush, the grip handle brush. I'm using a brush because our design is got a lot of details, so it is advisable to use a brush to spread the glue. So carefully spread the glue to the required area, and as you do this, please plan out the colors for your design so that there is a balance in your design. So once when I finish spreading the glue like this, I will be sprinkling the sand. So carefully sprinkle the sand. It's okay if it goes out of your design because it will stick only to the area where you have applied the glue. So nicely put the sand like this and carefully tap it with just one finger. Carefully press it, like how I'm doing. And leave it to set for a while. The excess sand can be tipped off on a piece of newspaper and then you can reuse that sand. After 2 to 5 minutes of drying time, you can tip off the excess sand like this and you will be able to see your design like that. If you have an area to touch up, you can always go back and you can touch a little bit of glue there and you can still sprinkle some sand to that spot alone and you can get it stuck. So this way you can start filling your design with different colors of color sand which you have created and get it ready. As a next step, when you start your next color, it's important for you to know that don't go immediately to the next design. Instead, you move on to the next one. So you give a gap in between as you work so that there is enough of drying time between the designs so that you don't mess up. So in the same way, for the next thing, I'm supposed to do orange here, but I'm not going to do it now. Instead, I'm going to do my yellow. So I'm just going to apply the white glue. You can also use clear glue for this activity, but white glue bonds even more stronger, so I'm using white glue. White glue is a multi-purpose glue. You can even use it to stick a lot of other things. Apart from sand, you can also stick rice, beads, a lot of other materials for collage can be done with a white glue. So after we spread the white glue like this, we will use again a grip handle brush to spread the glue evenly like that. Remember to use a lot of glue, only then the sand will stick to the surface and you'll get an even application of it. So once when we spread it like this evenly, we can sprinkle the next color. Right now I'm going to use my lemon yellow, which we have created using the acrylic paint mixed with sand and water. So this I'm going to sprinkle to my next area. So carefully tap the sand on the glue applied area like how I'm doing. You can have a newspaper underneath so that if it falls, you can always take back and put it back into the container, and you can reuse the sand. So like this, we will sprinkle the sand, leave it to set for a while, and after a few minutes, you can tip off the excess sand on the newspaper like how I'm doing. Tap it off nicely, and you will have the sand only to the area which you've applied glue. If there are any gaps, you can always go back, fill up some glue in that, and then sprinkle sand and you can stick it. Like this, you can start filling up your whole design and get it ready. If you notice, I've completed sticking different color sands that we created using the poster paints and acrylic paints with regular sand, and now I have stuck that all on my design. Now my lamp design is fully ready. It's now ready for the next step. The next step is going to be using a 3D golden outliner or a glitter outliner to outline the entire design. So we're just going to use this liner, and we're just going to go on the border line, carefully dividing and enhancing the design like this. In the same way, we will outline the full design and we will get it ready. So like this, carefully lay the line on the border line. Use your pencil drawing or your marker pen drawing as your guide to carefully draw the lines on the design like this. In this way, we will outline the full design for all the designs and we'll get it ready. If you notice, I'm almost done with the outlining of my diya design. Carefully lay the line with your 3D outliner like how I'm doing, and we will leave this to dry. I'm also adding a wick with the same glitter. This glitter outlining is totally optional. Since I want to give it a festive look, I'm using a golden glitter outliner for this activity. It's totally optional for you to decide the color. After outlining your movable rangoli designs with the golden 3D outliner, once when it is done, you leave it to dry. After it is dry, we can start decorating it further with sequences or mirrors like these. I've taken some different shaped mirrors and I'm going to decorate it to my design. I'm just going to stick it only to the diya design, so I'm just going to apply a dot of this white glue from Faber-Castell like this. Just going to decide the spots where we are going to have the sequence or the mirror like that, and then we can start sticking the mirrors. So I'm going to stick the drop shape mirror in the center like that, Same way for this one. Same way for this one. Press it down with one finger so that it takes and holds and has a grip. Like that. Same way, I am going to use the squares here. This will give you a beautiful festive look to the Rangoli. Same way, the squares can be turned the other way and you will get a diamond shape. So like this, you can add beautiful mirror sequences to the Rangoli design and you can complete all the designs the same way. If you notice, I have completed the entire design for the movable Rangoli patterns. I have done a few lamps like this, the diya designs. I have also done some heart-shaped designs and some mango-shaped designs and a center motif design. Once when you have your designs like this ready, you can start arranging your movable Rangoli. Now let's see how we can arrange our completed movable Rangoli using colorful sand. So once when this is all fully dry, I'm going to keep my center design in the center place and then I'm going to use these mango designs with the mirror design like that. I'm just going to quickly arrange and show you to get an idea. You can vary the design based on your idea. So it doesn't have to be the same way how I'm doing here. So this is one way of doing a movable Rangoli, and you can always shift around the designs and you can try other designs too. Like for example, I'm going to now add a heart there and you can again shift the heart wherever you want. In the same way, we can add the diya patterns in between here. This way you can compose your movable Rangoli however you want and you can get it organized. You could also use real lamps in between your designs to enhance and make it look more beautiful. So like this, let's complete and arrange our Rangoli and get it ready for this festive season. So let's light our lamps and get it ready. If you notice, we have fully completed arranging our movable Rangoli design. As I said in the beginning, you can move around the design anywhere and you can arrange the design in any order as per your taste and preference. I hope you liked my tutorial on creating a movable Rangoli design with color sand. Thanks for watching.